Alright, so moment of truth. Is there gonna be some kind of update that I have to do when I launch this game? Because I've not loaded it before. Looks like surprisingly no. So yeah, I just took this out of the package, have not looked at it at all. Have not looked at any videos on it. This is about as blind as it can be, considering that I've played the original. Just going straight into it here, apparently. I remember this opening from the E3 announcement, or whatever it was. Kind of a cool art style. It's interesting to see something like that in a Nintendo game this recent, because that almost seems like the sort of thing you'd expect to see in like a Sega CD game, but with like 1/100th the resolution and probably about 1/1000th the frame rate. God, this game is like so shiny. I wonder why they went with this art style. I've not really seen enough gameplay footage to say for sure how I feel about it yet, but it is somewhat adorable at least. Really hoping sound balance is okay. I did a test with a Super Nintendo game earlier and it was a little quiet, so I turned it up. Also, get ready to hear a lot of clacking. I'm using a wired, like, Pro controller that is not first party, so everything's a little, like, loose. Ugh. Nah, I don't really want to do hero mode. That sounds like a bad idea. Probably on my own time at some point, maybe, but not for this. And do we want to just go with Link, or do we want to make it something stupid? Usually I just replace the I with something, like, nonsensical. Let's see what we got. I could always just go with the old standby of OE. This stupid thing. I think this was the thing that John Spinar ate in a chapter of Barker the Big Dip once. No, I don't even know. We'll just go with, like, Crinv. Or we could just say screw it and go with Link. I'm gonna be boring today. We can just pretend that it's Crinv. God, it's like looking at a... well, like, not DeviantArt, but, like, almost like an Etsy recreation of, like, the scene from the game using miniatures. It's so weird. So I'll, kind of talk about my history with the original game in a minute once I kind of get past the beginning part here. Nasty Monators. Wait, are we gridlocked? Did not expect to start with the Hylian shield. I was kind of expecting a wooden one. Okay, no, we're not gridlocked. It's very kind of weird shifting through animations, though. Like, there's no... It's not smooth, and it's very obviously intentionally not smooth, but I wasn't expecting that. Because it looks like the NPCs kind of turn around smoothly, but... Oh, what to do now? I see a basket of eggs. What is this thing? What? Okay, never mind. For some reason, I was, like, thinking, what, do I have to scan a frickin' Piranha Plant amiibo? But, no, it's probably for, like, a trade quest later. Here, let me just, in Okay, never mind. Okay, so Link's Awakening. This was not a game that I grew up with. I was vaguely aware that it existed, but, like, as I've kind of explained with, like, my history with Zelda and other videos... Wow, is this really my walking speed? Oh my, okay. That's very slow. Also, there's, like, some weird blurring on the side of the screen. I guess I see why. It's just for camera focus. It's gonna be unusual to get used to, though. Also, here's just an Eevee. But yeah, it's like, I've talked about this, like, a ton of times before, but it's like, I had the original NES Zelda in my game library growing up, but I never really played it because I just thought it was, like, too confusing and weird. Eventually got into it way later on when I was in, like, 7th grade, played Ocarina of Time, and then kind of made my way through some of the other games in the series. So you can just buy a heart piece straight from the beginning, apparently. I'm assuming you can still steal stuff from the shop, too. I'm probably not gonna do that. But, so yeah, anyway, it's like... I didn't really know much about Zelda as a series until Smash Bros. And so, like, Link to the Past and Link's Awakening just kind of, like, came and went without me really knowing about them. And, eventually, like, I saw that, my friend Harrison had... Oh, or am I just stuck now? Okay. He had Link's Awakening. I don't remember if it was the original or if it was DX, but, I saw, like, a very small bit of that, and, I remember just making fun of the name Organ of Evening Calm a lot, because it was overly verbose, I guess. I don't know. That is not a fur coat at all. Eventually saw a playthrough of it, by Datai, whenever that happened. That was a long time ago. And, then I played through the game on my own on the, like, through the 3DS Ambassador thing. Or no, it wasn't Ambassador. It was just, we bought it on the 3DS. So I played through it on that a few years ago. It was when I worked at the call center job back in Illinois. So I have finished the game before, but I certainly don't have it memorized by any means. I know I'm supposed to head to the beach and kind of find, like, the sword and all that, so we're gonna go there first, and then I'm probably not gonna dick around that much. I do probably want to try and find everything, though, so I'll have to find a way to balance the exploration looking for heart pieces and seashells and crenandos, with the actual progress, but we'll figure that out as this goes. Sorry. I mean, what happened to just building a raft and leaving? Is that just not an option? Alright, well, since this is a Nintendo game made after 1992, I assume we're, gonna be using B for the sword instead of Y. Because, you know, let's not have it on a button that's actually comfortable. Yeah, it's B. That's annoying. I mean, A is already the confirm and read and stuff, so I wasn't really expecting anything else, but that's whatever. It's not that bad. I liked it when games used B and Y as the primary buttons, because you can comfortably rest your finger on both of them, instead of, like, putting your finger in the crack between the two buttons and rocking it back and forth, or, like, holding it at a weird angle. I don't really get why they decided that this was the best method. So, going to the Mysterious Forest, I kind of want to just look around a bit, though. This is an alligator that wants dog food, right? Do I remember that much? Forgot that his name was Sale. My god, does he look like a Kremling. I mean, I guess it's just, yeah, crocodile, alligator, interior, movie theater. Similar design, but, collecting rare and unusual canned food. Winky Wanky likes canned food. Canned food is bad for your health. So yeah, I know a couple changes in this game, because the Game Boy version had, I think it... Well, I've never played the original non-DX version of this, so I don't know if that one was different, but I know at least in DX you had, what was it, like 20 seashells that you needed to get the, like, final reward, and there was, like, a possible 22 that you could get or something like that. Maybe it was 25. I think this version has 50. And apparently the reward for getting all 50 is really bad, but I don't know what the reward is. Oh boy, Guardian Acorn. Of course it can. Good. So that's another thing I remember is every time you get the offense or defense buff, it just kind of plays this shitty repetitive song, and you kind of wish that it didn't. But that's okay. At least it's not as grating as the Game Boy version. But, so yeah, the number of seashells definitely been increased. I know there's a stupid reward for it, but I don't know what it is. And, the number of heart pieces has also been increased, because the original game only had, like, what was it, like 14 or 16 hearts, and this one has 20. So they had to up that number quite a bit. But anyway, let's just, wander to the forest, I guess, if I can figure out where that is. It's to the north, but I went north and then I got stuck by a insurmountable waist-high fence. Or I could just have continued going this way and not been stupid. Is that Mabe or Mabe? Okay, this looks just straight out of Link to the Past. I remember this in Kakariko Village. Don't remember if this was in the original, but it probably was. Let's actually take a look at the subscreen then. Okay, so we got various gear. These are the instruments. I don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. Hold on. No, none of that can be changed. Okay. And we got a map. Okay. Does it let you zoom in? Memories. Oh, is this like cutscenes, or it just, okay, replays what they said. I guess that's good if you stop playing and forget what your current objective is. They're dumbing it down for the newer generation, though. Back in the 90s, if you played this game, you had to just remember. So this was the first game to have the owl, right? I don't think that was in... It definitely wasn't in the NES games. I don't remember it being in Link to the Past. I like how, infamous it is in Ocarina of Time, though. Dude, I've been on this island for like 5 minutes. What do you think? I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. Well, this game's immediately different from the NES Zelda. Blue Moblins should be taking 5 hits to kill. Wait, is it 5 or 3? Actually, I don't even remember. Oh, well, there's the Triforce of Power. Just kind of get that easily. Kyle J. Burke is also playing this game. Good to know. And there's a Tanuki, which they thankfully did not give a giant pair of testicles to. Or could just be a raccoon, I guess. Okay, bye. Oh no, I wandered into 2 inches of fog. I can't get past that. Wait, did it actually warp me? Huh. Are these death holes or are these go to a cave holes? These are death holes, okay. I will have to determine what the distinction between them is. Because who wants to hear the music of the game when you can hear doodle 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 doodle. I actually don't know if that's the music in these caves. Do not remember. No. And this has been the, this has been a day where I have been bested by a bat. A day to be remembered by all. And we're just going to ignore the running water sound effect coming from the neighbors. I don't remember what I need to get rid of those. I'm going to try to push them out of the way on the way back, though. This is a, okay. About to say, this is like a surprisingly challenging enemy for this early in the game. You just gotta use the shield, though. Mushroom, mushroom. A mellow mushroom, nonetheless. Well, can't possibly jump over the hole, as Link's legs are made out of cans of pork and beans, so, yeah, I guess we're just kind of stuck here. Yeah, we can't cross that. Okay, so we got the mushroom, and that was it. Okay, so let me actually try and do a smart here. Can you actually break the skulls? No, you can lift them, but I have to come back with a didgeridoo later. Okay. No idea why I called it a didgeridoo. Somehow gets stuck by the first boulder puzzle in the game. Okay, give me a second here. But anyway, I was correct. It is. I mainly just know that as the Dr. Wily's Revenge cave music, but I suppose it originated from this. Okay, now see, I would like to get this treasure chest. I would like them here. There we go. Turns out it was a root whore. What games were root whores in again? It was the DS ones and I think they were in Skyward Sword in like one specific minigame, and I think Four Swords Adventures. Possibly Minish Cap? I don't know. It's all the ones that I don't really care about. Here, have a mushroom. Or don't. Okay, so I have to take the mushroom to turn into powder, I think. Gotta put it in a witch's brew. So, I mention this every time I play any kind of, like, top-down Zelda game like this, but, those blob enemies are usually called, like, Chews or Choo-Choos in the newer games. I think Majora's Mask was the first one to use that name. But, like, in the older games, they were either Gels or Zols, and I never remember which is the big one and which is the small one. So I'm just gonna call them Leroy's. Alright, so I gotta go find the dishwasher witch. While just doing this. I seem to remember being able to cheese this heart piece in the original game because he, like, kind of slips and slides on some extra dip when you walk between the holes. I'm assuming that does not work in this version. Oh, maybe. I'm not gonna bother trying it. I don't think it's that long before I get the, Partario feather. Okay, or we could just be dead, that, I guess. Crazy old Maurice. Space Mambo. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and ignore you. This looks like a dungeon. No, okay. Sorry. Like I said, making a witch's brew. I like the little mouse. It is fat and cute. Do you heal me? You do not heal me. And Link cannot possibly lift a pot. I will kill them out. No, I will not do that. Alright, my current objective is to not get killed by a, whatever we're gonna call that thing. And to, survive longer than 5 minutes. I think that objective has been met. You see, I am already gonna be avoiding those. I find them annoying. Like, there will probably come times where it will be welcome, and I'm like, okay, sure, I'll take the attack boost. But, if I have to choose between, having my regular stats and having, like, stupid music playing, I'll probably just not pick them up. Sorry, I got distracted by an aphid. I didn't actually get distracted by an aphid. I don't know what that meant. Okay, well, this is where I would always end up after I wandered into some fog. Where is Anne Raccoon? See, I want to get the rupees because I know I'm going to need like 4 million of them to buy the bow. Unless I steal the bow. But I'm Honest Bender, and I would never do such a thing. Oh, okay, I guess we're just leaving the village. I see a fisherman over there. I've suddenly decided to get distracted by the fisherman. Now I'm gonna throw a chicken in the lake. The game does not want me to throw the chicken in the lake. I'm disappointed. Alright. Are we gonna have to review these instructions every time? Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I think we want to just get the big one at the bottom, which is not always the easiest thing to do because the other ones will go after it, so you try and time this slightly. Okay, that went ridiculously far. Wait, I see a bottle down there. I'm just gonna get the bottle. As we wait very slowly for the line to drop to the bottom. Okay. Never mind, we're not getting the bottle. I might have needed to go into this with enough rupees to get everything in one go. Let me at least just catch one of these fish and see if I can make some of the money back. Do a thing. do a thing. Or, you know, don't. What, are you wizened up now? You're not gonna go for it? How about you? Yay, I'm gonna get a very small fish and probably get like 2 rupees for it. I wasn't far off. Oh, what the hell? Is that just the first one you catch always has that? Sure, I see nothing wrong. Oh. Well, that was a frickin' waste. Can I... Okay. I see nothing wrong with wasting everyone's time by fishing for half the video. It seems like a good use of everyone's time. Yeah, button mashing, yeah. I don't know if there's any reason for me to be, like, moving the stick, so I'm gonna avoid doing that. I like Link's face there. Wasn't the other one, like, exactly 6 inches and it was also worth 9 rupees? You'd think the extra 0.95 would make a difference. So yeah, Operation Try and Catch Every Fish in the Pond is currently underway. I don't know if I'll succeed, because the big one might be like a pain in the ass, but we'll find out, I guess. We're not quite making our money back, but I think it's alright. This one did appear to be slightly larger than the others. Let's see if it's worth any more. Oh, another fish has entered. That might pose a problem. I'm gonna guess this one's worth like 14 rupees. Damn it. Okay, let's go for the biggin. If this guy doesn't decide to... Okay. With the big one out of the way, I can hopefully get the bottle, which was really my only major objective in the first place. Are we... Okay. And are we having problems? Or... We are indeed having problems. Is it gonna leave? Well, you know what? I don't want it anyway. I'm gonna have to catch it later, I assume, to get the, like a heart piece from it or something, but, I mainly wanted the bottle, and I think I undershot it slightly, so... Yeah, I'm gonna stop the minigame after this. This has been going on for long enough at this point. So while we're waiting on this to drop, I will read a random 5-cent... Oh, okay, fish. Random 5 words from Fablehaven, Rise of the Evening Star. Distracting him from his misery. That was on page 205. Okay, we got the bottle. I need to not bump into any, sea life on the way back, I'm assuming. Here, let me get another random 5 words from the book. That was a little more. Who were fairy struck? Period. It is... I've debated over whether to... Tenu, Coulter, and Vanessa have... Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. I also don't know if that's actually pronounced Coulter, or... You are a piece of shit, and I don't like you. That might not be far enough. I mean, it's just gonna frickin' happen again. I'm gonna latch onto it. I'm gonna try to drag it up against the wall, and the other stupid fish is gonna get it. But what can you do? I know what I can do. They're nice and silky. That's only 4 words, so they're nice and silky, Seth. There was no way she... The prisoners never leave there. Now, how in the hell is this gonna work? I'm gonna try my best to time this like a big brain smart person. And I think we succeeded. But I wanted to put mayonnaise in it. No, I think I'm good. Alright, so let's immediately forget that I didn't ever catch the big fish, and later on in the game, when I'm missing 1 heart piece, I will not think to check there. Sounds like a good plan. I need to go back to the raccoon, but I got distracted by a telephone. That sounds like something out of Earthbound. One of those like wah 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 type of songs that just kind of have like weird sound effects in the background. Alright, where is Anne Raccoon? It's a good job there, Moblin. This was decidedly not where Anne Raccoon is. I feel like I probably shouldn't be getting lost in this forest because it's pretty small. But, yeah, I kind of am anyway. The raccoon was, like, really close to the entrance, wasn't it? I don't think it was this far back. No, it most assuredly was not. Yeah, I don't know where it was. Let's just go back. This is a very different tone in the remix of this song, because I remember the Game Boy version it's the same song, but it's like much more shrill. It's all like it's like super annoying. But okay, where the fuck is this raccoon? Do I just go straight? Do I get shanked? Did I not already go this way? I thought I did. There it is. I'm thinking this was supposed to be more impressive, and he was like supposed to bounce around the whole screen, but I got in the way and kind of messed it up. And it was just Mario all along. The last thing I can remember... No, we're not reading that out loud. And that just makes the fog go away. Sure, works for me. That's an adorable key. And it reminds me of something, and I don't know what it is. You got the tail key, like the tail cave key. You can use this at the tail cave. Owl flies in. Link, you should go to the tail cave. God damn it. Yes, thank you. I gathered that much. I wonder if this windfish is going to be important. I wonder if we need to wake it up. They haven't told me enough times. Oh, there's a like. Gopanga Swamp, that's a good name. I don't think I need to be up here. And I'm gonna say there's a pretty likely chance that I don't want to be up here. Because I know I have to come back here later. Yeah, let's not bother with this yet. goes in anyway. Nah, I'm not gonna bother with this. Alright, let's slowly traipse our way back to the Tail Cave. I actually don't even remember where that is. I'm assuming the owl told me, and I wasn't actually listening because I was making fun of the fact that it was repeating information, and then I didn't listen to the information. But it can't be that hard to find. This is a bad game. I know, I'll jump in the well again. One of those apples changed colors. They were not originally all... like, they were all red the first time I was here, I think. Pancakes. I'm living in pancakes. Living in cakes. Specifically pancakes. And I have accidentally wandered into the correct direction, luckily enough for me. What the hell was that? That was the weirdest rendition of the, like, you activated a secret tune I've ever heard. Trying to remember, is this song also in Dr. Wily's Revenge? I think it was, I just don't remember. This is the part where people who don't know that I'm talking about a Zelda Classic Quest are very confused why I keep thinking these songs are from a Mega Man game. This compass, yeah, I was about to say, are we gonna... Ugh. There was a, yeah, there are certain things I remember... Oh, this dungeon's actually kind of big. Just little tidbits from this game that I remember from both watching the YouTube playthrough and playing through it myself. How every single time you accidentally bump up against a pot, the game just halts for like 30 seconds and tells you that it's too heavy. Every time you get a compass, it has to tell you about the brand new feature that it has. There was a Brawl in the Family comic that also made fun of that. We don't have a equivalent to that, do we? Like an ongoing, like frequently up... God damn it. Well, that's fine, the song in here isn't that great anyway. Might as well get both. Do they stack? No, I think it's just one. But yeah, we don't have like an ongoing, frequently updated, like, Smash Bros. Comic, do we? Like, I've seen like a couple, but I don't know if they're, like, regular. Well, I've somehow managed to amass 3 keys. Man, that thing freaking booked it as soon as I hit that thing. I'm not gonna get over that sound effect. It's just... joy! Is the skelet gonna come to life? Oh my god, it did. I see that spamming the sword button saved the day. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, I did miss a door. That's fine, I'll just... this might loop around anyway. Now, I forget, does putting powder on these do anything? No, I think it's only the, anti-fairy things. Alright, so... I know vaguely what this is. And I know I'm supposed to, like... get a box of chicken beaks so that I can get the hint, but get the hint? I'm gonna just put them all in hearts and see if that does it. Either I guessed correctly, or it didn't matter which one they were on. The box of chicken beaks was unneeded. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so I guess it... Now I wonder what happens if I didn't make them all hearts. If I made them all a different suit. Well, whatever. Because, I mean, if the puzzle is just make them all match, then I guess that's not really that much of a puzzle. Also, I see that bombable wall over there. I currently have no way of dealing with that, though. I'm kind of hoping that I get bombs somewhere in the dungeon, that I wasn't supposed to, like, buy them beforehand. Yeah, I'm gonna not get that acorn. There's just Han Solo frozen in carbonite. At last. Now that I don't really... no. Okay, well, since we took the picture, let's take a second and see what pictures we have in here. Here's, well, this one's always my personal favorite. Can't go wrong with this image. But, let's see. So we're gonna get rid of this one. Alright, let's get rid of it later. I'm assuming this was a unintentional one, but something from Dark Souls. I don't play this game, Joel does, so I don't know. Unintentional picture from Spyro, just accidentally pressing buttons. This was me beating Super Metroid. This was a thing that I did. Here's you! And, oh yeah, this was, I mentioned this about, like, my stupid not realizing that confetti was a thing, and I guess this was just me reaching level 100, so yeah, whatever. Also, here's a pigeon, here's the Master Shake, and here's Pac-Man eating a duck. So, that distraction aside. Also, I just realized I made a grave error because I said pigeon instead of Hadoo. I'm not sure why I didn't say Hadoo. Whenever I, like, mentioned the fact that they're my favorite animals to people, like, in real life that don't know about Hadoos, and, like, the fact that I call them that, I do make it a point to not say the word Hadoo, because then there's just going to be, like, awkward questioning. But, I think I need to make, like, some kind of campaign to have the name of the species officially changed to Hadoo, because it is better sounding. Okay, that's just one of those push a block to open a door doors. Thank you. I like the, discount spinies. Alright, how many times can we, do the thing before learning how to do the thing? So yeah, this game just kind of has Mario enemies, if you've never seen it before. We had the discount Spiny a couple seconds ago. Now we just straight up have Goombas. I don't remember what the reasoning for it was. I think they just kind of wanted to make the game kind of weird, and they did. Alright, can we have... Yes, we can. We can have 2 items, that is good. I'm gonna be jumping constantly now. Any time spent not jumping is a waste of jump. I'm also noticing a... Okay, hold on. Does he get, like, super squished. So you can't pause when you're in midair, but, no. I don't know if I timed that right. I didn't. It looked like he, like, was very, like, squished down partway through that jumping animation. It was just kind of weird looking. But anyway, so yeah, I can actually have 2 items out plus the sword, which was not the case in the Game Boy version. Also, I see no fixes online. I like how I went all the way around when I had the freaking ability to jump over the hole. That was good. I was maybe not paying attention. So instead, I will now jump over everything that doesn't need to be jumped over, including a stately tetrahedron. I don't know. Yeah, I know that's not doing anything. You are offending my Christian white bread sensibilities, so you go in a hole. I would like a heart. Ah, screw it. Also, is this the first appearance of lock blocks? 'Cause I think I first knew that they were a thing from Zelda Classic, but... Well, is it indicating that this chest is here? So that's the room I need the bombs for. And I have not actually missed any other chests, so, okay, guess we're just gonna go to the end and hopefully not die. Finding hearts would probably be a good idea. Alright, problem immediately solved. Could you do spin attacks in the Game Boy version? I don't even remember. I feel like you couldn't. Wait, what? Oh, okay. For some reason I thought I haven't been in this room before. Well, let's test my theory. Well, they always give something different, I guess. So, obviously the heart gave a heart. That one gave a rupee, which, fair enough. The diamond shape does look like that. Kind of wondering what the other two would give. And what exactly are you? Is this El Pardak? Shoutouts to Lucas playing Mario Odyssey. I will always have to pay attention to the friend notifications, because why not? Can I catch this, or do I need a bug net? No, I can catch it. See, I'm not like, there's so much I'm not remembering, like, if there was even a bug net in the original game, or if there were even bottles in that game, like, I honestly don't remember. So, if there weren't bottles, then maybe this isn't an instant revive? Or revive, I don't know why I said revive. Because it doesn't actually mention that it is. And I don't necessarily want to test that either. Okay, that's surprisingly grim. What the fuck? But why? Okay, well, we're just gonna not worry about that, I suppose. And, do I remember what the boss is? Is it a giant snake thing? No, it's not. It's... I don't know what this thing is. Oh, no, it is a giant snake thing. Good boss. I'm thinking the spin attack might have not been in the Game Boy one, because that should not have died in 2 hits. And... okay. I do want to say that in the Game Boy version, you were required to pick up the heart containers, and you couldn't... like, the door wouldn't open until you did. But, I mean, I am going for 100%, so I'm not going to skip them. Okay. Not remembering the names of the instruments. This is going to be the violin of... let's see, what property is the violin going to have? It's probably not. It's probably like a cello, not even a violin. So I'm just going to get the instrument name wrong too. I'm going to call this the bass guitar of mediocrity. Full moon cello. Okay. Those notes aren't matching up to the tune. That was 2/8 and a quarter. And it did it the same thing 3 times and didn't even show the last note being held. Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon, the 4 who are there, bring them here. Okay. And then it's just like, by the way, get the chain chomp and bring it to the swamp. Are you gonna repeat what it just said? Hoo-hoo, I see you've completed your first dungeon. Well done. You need to go to the swamp next. No, we're just gonna keep hammering in the windfish. Also, the rock is frozen in time. And, yeah. Hoot indeed. Now see, Hoot was introduced January 8th, 1996 with a Gen 3 hang tag and a Gen 2 tush tag, I believe. And it was retired on October 1st, 1997 with a Gen 4 hang and a Gen 5 tush. But it's pretty rare to find with the Gen 5 tush because that one changed over right before it retired. And you're more likely to find it with that combination if it also has the Canadian tag. And sometimes its poem accidentally misspells the word quiet as, like, quitty. So that random bit of knowledge aside, can I jump up this ledge? 0 out of 10. What the fuck are they thinking with this game? Okay, well, some shit's going on here. I was gonna end, but, what is this? I can tell it's serious. The dialogue box is moving all around. They did something. It is unclear what they did. Well, I'm thinking, I think everyone's just gonna have to deal with it, because I was actually gonna be done. We're gonna be, saving here and coming back to that later.
Maybe there's a village in one of the villages. Remind me to check.
And on that note, we're gonna just end, because I don't know if I can surpass that.